Hey folks, just for a question that came up, how do you motivate yourself to go to your Tai Chi class or workshops or whatever it is that you're going to, even when you feel absolutely icky, yucky, and you really don't want to? Okay, so let's start with Carolyn. What is your tip for everyone?
Well, I really didn't want to today. I woke up to some serious family issues. I had a million things I had to do today, and it was raining.
Yes.
So I thought I'll just veg out and get over this. And then I remembered how good I feel when I come to Tai Chi. So I came, and class is just over, and I feel terrific. I feel peaceful. I feel strong, and I feel energized, so I'm ready to take it on.
So remembering
how good I feel after.
That's really good.
Gets me here.
That's a good one. Okay, cool. And then let's go over here, Judith.
Well, the easy answer is that I always feel better when I leave Tai Chi than when I arrive.
So similar
I
to
keep
Carolyn.
that in mind every time. And again, as Carolyn said today, I felt horrible. The air pressure's awful.
It's really low here in New Jersey.
I'm feeling
It's
off
raining.
balance, and I knew that the only thing to help all of that is to come and do this. So I did, and it did.
Awesome. Okay, well, thanks,
Okay.
folks. And I'm going to read some stuff from emails, so you'll have a
Thank
good
you.
weekend, Passover, Easter. Enjoy.
Bye-bye.
And I have a couple of other things here, too, that some people emailed me, and I put it on paper because I don't think I could live stream it from the phone here. So that was the thing they had in common there was think about the end. Don't think about how you feel now. So if you feel crummy now, envision yourself, really get involved in it and say, you know, what would it be like if I felt really refreshed? What would it be like if I felt really good and I felt better? And focus on that. So it's a choice of, focusing on how you feel right now versus aiming at the target. So just kind of like reframe your thinking. Okay, a couple of other things to help with this. One person emailed me, and this was actually for my online class stuff, and this person said he sets the alarm to a time when he's already out on appointments because of the momentum. So that could be something you could do too for your practice. Let's say, when you're already out. It's easier, when a body is in motion, it's easier to have motion than trying to make a body at rest go into motion. So if something else completely motivates you or is something you have to do, like let's say go to work or it's your time to go to the doctor or you have to go to some appointment, you already have momentum, right? So at that time, when you're done with that, you can set an alarm and say, okay, I'm going to commit to doing, say, quarter of an hour of practice or something like that. Or it could be for anything, meditation, whatever. So that's another little trick you can do because momentum, just like people that do martial arts, we know that when you want to do an application with somebody, obviously when they're in momentum is when the application works best. It doesn't really even make sense if there's no opponent coming at you, you don't go out to them and try to push them or roll them back or press them or whatever shoulder. That doesn't make sense. Okay, another one said, this was an email that related to, my doctor noticed the improvement in me. That tells me that this works. Mentally, I feel better too. I keep an empty bottle of meds out to remind me that I have to go back on this stuff if I don't go to class. That scares me into staying active. So there is a positive use of fear. Okay, so put out a reminder. You can put a visual reminder out somewhere by the door or by your stuff, to something that you can anchor your mind with, your experience with. Okay, another one, this is funny, says contract. It forces me to think I paid ahead for this, so if I don't use it, it's a waste. I hate contracts, but I see the value in it, that it is a way to make sure I stick to something. And in the end, it's worth it because it's my health and quality of life. Okay, so that has to do with teaching contracts, or if you've signed up for a workshop or a class, pay ahead of time. I know that everybody's like, I don't creepy, yucky money and all. But if you commit to that, if you pay ahead of time, then it will make you more motivated to go to that class or that situation. And that's really important because, where are you going to get your benefit? From sitting around and not doing something, or from doing something? Okay, like I always say, it's not the active life that will finish you. It is the sedentary life that will. And I think every medical doctor on this planet who's worth their salt will agree with me. Okay? So whether it's Marshall or for health, whatever, get moving. The human body, the human mind needs that. It gets rid of depression. It helps you focus. Really important. Okay, and then the last email I have here. Two more. Okay, the last one is one of the last. Role model. Okay. Role model to the kids in my family. My kids are grown up, but this person says, I have nieces and nephews, grandkids, etc. They need to see that you should not quit and you should stick to things. Role models in society are dropping, and our future generations need good role models. It is healthier for society all around. So there's another thing that's very motivating about why you should maybe go to your Tai Chi class. Or again, it's about the commitment. If you have kids in your family or any kind, it doesn't even have to be your own kids, or even just younger generation. If they look up to you, they look at what you do, they're trying to understand their world, and they're like, well, if you're a quitter, then okay, well, that's what we do in our family. We're quitters. That's what the message subconsciously comes across. So that may also be a motivator for you. And the same thing if you're in a company and you're a manager, or if you're an owner of a company, everyone kind of will look up to you as a role model, whether you want it or not. And think about you. If you have a good role model that's encouraging, then obviously that influences you too. All right, and then the last one, this is more specific to things like workshops, things. This one was specific to the Tai Chi Gala, which is coming up May 31st to June 2nd. And this person says, I will regret it the rest of the year if I don't go, and feel like I missed out on something, and there might be things said or done that I could have learned from, and those things will never be said quite the same way again. I could miss that. It would be gone. I would not have it there forever, and that is really valuable. Okay, so that was from somebody that wrote in for a Tai Chi Gala. And yeah, we do have still the registration for that. Early bird, it ends May 19th. So if you want to commit to that ahead of time, and that will make you feel committed to your practice. It's also great because there's a lot of great role models there. That's why I always enjoyed it when my teacher had it and ran it as the Chan Sun Fung Festival. I would look at these people and go, wow, look at how far they've come, and look at what they've discovered. And then you talk to them and you're like, well, how do I do this? How do I do that? And they share all these different viewpoints. Even as a teacher, it's great if your students go, because they're going to say, oh, that's what you've been saying in class all along, and now I understand it, because somebody said it just a slight bit differently, but oh, yeah, now I understand what that means. Okay, so these are just some tips and tricks you can use for motivating yourself for your practice. And again, you can apply it to anything. It's universal. Okay, I think that's about it. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll answer the comments. Feel free to add more comments to where you're seeing this live stream, and encourage each other. Okay? Have a good one.